Hi, this is Mr. Ward, and I'm going to do another video about the 2019 MCAS. This time I'm going to talk about something called a two-way table. Really what it is a way of organizing some data according to categories and overlapping categories. So in this case, someone named Ethan asked a random sample of students, the two questions below. Do you have brothers or sisters? Does your family have a dog? And then organize all that information into this table. And you can see there's a row of the data that have folks who have no brothers or sisters. So 15 of those have no dog, and 25 of them have a dog. So we can put that together. 25 and 15 is going to add up to 40. So it's useful with these to go ahead and say what, so 40 have no, okay, just going to put 40 there because I'm going to run out of room. And we can also add up the people who have no brothers or sisters. So 40 have no brothers or sisters. So we can also add how many have brothers or sisters. 80 who have no dog, and 60 more who have a dog. So 80 plus 60 is 140. So 140 people who were surveyed who have brothers or sisters. Now we're going to do one more here, and we can add up the number of people who have no dog. So this column is all people who have no dog. So it'll be useful to add that up. 15 plus 80, 15 who have no brothers or sisters, and 80 more who do have brothers and sisters. 15 plus 80 is 95. And we'll go ahead and add up the other set as well. Okay, this is just all the people who have a dog. 25 plus 60. 25 of them have no brothers and sisters, and 60 have brothers and sisters. So that becomes 85 people with a dog. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this over and get that lined up a little better. Okay, and now this gives us our total data. And then there's one more total that we would probably want to get, and that's the total people who were surveyed. Okay, and the total people who were surveyed, I'll put right here, is going to be 95 plus 85 plus 40 plus 140. 40 plus 140 is 180. 95 plus 85 is also 180. So 180 plus 180 is 360 people overall. All right, so that will be useful for us down the road. So now let's look at the questions. Based on the table, what is the total number of students who have no brothers or sisters? And what I've done is I have added up all the people who have no brothers or sisters. So you could just say there are, you can show here, 15 plus 25 equals 40 people with no brothers or sisters. And you would be done with that one. Based on the table, what percentage of students have no brothers or no sisters? What percentage, now that's a different number, what percentage of students have no brothers or that have no brothers or sisters have a dog? Okay. So no brothers and no sisters have a dog. So it's the percentage. So we're going to have 25 who have a dog and have no brothers and sisters. Out of, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to make sure I read this closely. Okay, now in B, we're just considering the students who have no brothers or sisters. And we want to know what percentage of them have a dog. Okay, so the ones who have a dog, so there's a total of 40 who have no brothers and sisters, and the ones of them who have a dog are 25. So the percent is going to be 25 who have a dog of the 40 who have no brothers and sisters. That will get us a fraction, And then, of course, the classic way to turn that into a percentage is to then multiply that by 100. So we can simplify 25 over 40. 25 over 40 is 5 over 8. And that's going to be times 100. And 5 over 8 is going to be 0.625. And that's times 100. So that's going to be 62.5%. Okay, of the students represented in the table that have no dog, so now we're going to be looking at the first column. These are all the students who have no dog, which is a total of 95. What is the ratio of students that have brothers and sisters to students that have no brothers and sisters? Okay, this is a part-to-part ratio. So the ratio is have brothers and sisters to students who have no brothers and sisters. So that's going to be, and they all have to be in the category of have no dog. So that's 80 who have brothers and sisters to 15 who don't. Okay, so we would say 80. We could write it this way, 80 to 15 or 80 over 15. And we can reduce this to, we can factor a 5 out of numerator and denominator. We can reduce this to 16 to 3. And that's the ratio of students who have no dog. Okay, so students who of the students who have no dog, it's the ratio of those who have brothers and sisters to those who do not. Okay, now our hero, Ethan, believes that students that have no brothers or sisters are more likely to have a dog than students that have brothers and sisters. So, does the data support Ethan's belief? So, we want to take a look at the, now that's the ratio. Let's see here. We're going to have to take the ratio of have a dog to the total number of folks who have no brothers and sisters and compare that to have a dog and have brothers and sisters. So that's 25 to 40. Okay, that's, so we're going to go ahead and let me do this. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, so percent, that was weird, percent who have a dog and have no brothers or sisters. Okay, and that I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit, I think, but let's just do this. That's going to be the percent who have a dog and have no brothers and sisters. So that's 25 out of 40. So that's 25 out of 40. And a good way to deal with this is to turn it into a simpler fraction and then figure out what the decimal is. 25 over 40, we can reduce that to 5 over 8. Okay, and that becomes, again, 0.625, which becomes 62.5%. Okay, so that's the percent of that group. Now we want to figure out have a dog. Okay, so percent who have a dog and have brothers and sisters. Okay, and that will be 60 out of 140. So 60 out of 140, okay, and that equals, we can factor 20 out of numerator and denominator. So that's going to be 3 out of 7, which is approximately 0.42, let's see, okay, to 8,571 repeating. Okay, and then we'll just round that to 0.429. about 42.9% when we move the decimal to the right 2 places. So he's saying that that the students who have no brothers and sisters are more likely to have a dog. Well, 62.5% of those do, and 42.9% of the group who have brothers and sisters have a dog in his survey. His survey is random, so it is a reasonably valid survey. When you learn more statistics, you'll learn more tools for figuring out whether this is a significant study. But in the meantime, his hypothesis is supported by this data. The data does not cancel out his hypothesis. So Ethan's hypothesis is supported. Okay, and that's what you got to do. I hope that was helpful. Just a reminder. So all the numbers in here add up to the total number that were surveyed, and then there's like these overlapping categories: have no dog, have no brothers and sisters. But then you can figure out the total who have no brothers and sisters by adding up that row. Figure out the total who have a dog by adding up the column that says have a dog, and so forth. And it's useful to get all of those totals because then later on you can use that data to organize percents. So you need to know, of course, how to take a fraction and turn it into a percent. Really, the easiest way to do that is to turn the fraction into a decimal and then make the decimal 100 times bigger by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. But you can also do the classic fraction times 100 and then work out what its decimal form is then, and it'll already be in the 100 times bigger form, and it'll be a percent. All right, I hope that was helpful.